there we go. He is, yeah, he's got some things in mind, and I'm excited to hear from him. He is, he's in California right now, I believe.
Yes, and the one of leader in Vietnam, she ranking, she go ranking.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Yes.
Wow.
And many people now they try to hit a lot of rank. You know, the Tony in Arizona, maybe next week he be the silver. You know, many ranking is keep going up every day, every single day.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, that's fantastic.
So diamond like Simon, I think like if he get a diamond and 1 month residual income for him, I think at least like over 40,000. You know.
Yeah, I want to. Today, when we're off this call, is there another time that you and I can talk off, just you and me?
Yeah.
What time is best for you?
Yeah.
When today?
Anytime after Zoom today.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because did you have some stuff you wanted to talk about today for training?
No, I let you train in that, and maybe later on, 1 week we train in the English, 1 week we train in Vietnamese.
When will you train in Vietnamese? You want to do that after this, or do you want to translate and do it during?
Next week.
Next week, okay. So we'll do
later on we do 1 week the English and 1 week Vietnamese, because now the Vietnamese community right now they're going very big, and many people, you know, they join and they understand and they get the money from cashback, everything. So now they very excited to join, you know, every single day. We have more people there. They join and they get the result in our company. They get a profit in our company that could be going to get bigger.
Yeah. So do you want to, so you're going to do the next week, you'll set that up for what time for Vietnamese?
The same time.
Same time? Okay.
Yes. Because we don't matter what, because
next week we'll do one just in Vietnamese and not in English?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That sounds good.
We have a Kevin. Kevin, he ready for the famous you.
Hello, Eric. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing great. I miss you, buddy.
Yeah, I miss you too, man.
Yeah. We're going to see one another again. Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about Brian and I had mentioned that he wants to, we're going to start doing a monthly conference there in Houston. And that ought to be a great opportunity for all of us to get together and help one another and become better friends, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Becoming better friends.
I wait on the May. I launched the VLN Pay because everything ready already, and we want to launch in them. And so right now we try to make the video to introduce about like how is the VLN Pay is the operation and what is the value, you know. So we try to make the video.
Great, excellent.
By this time in Dubai, we will to have the recognition for the ranking, the silver and above, you know. And some people they're the bronze, you know. They have get the recognition by next convention. By this time we just recognition who be the silver and above. That's why now we have the 90 day, you know, on the road. People that can have the time to run to be the silver, that they can be recognition in the Dubai, in the state. Yeah. And many things they come out after. I think the Dubai we will to be explode like rocket, go to the moon, go far.
Yeah, moon. Moon farm.
Because
go to the moon to visit chị Hằng Nga.
Many people on early, you know, sometimes they don't wake up yet, but it's our job, you know. I told people like we always moving. People they don't move just for themselves, but we always moving. We keep moving.
Yep. And let's go ahead. You know, one of the things that you know, I think it's unfortunate that that people that when people make a decision that they don't really decide in their heart, right? And I think that's something that everybody needs to think about. And let's talk a little bit about that. Because when a person wants to be successful, for instance, Brian, yourself and Kevin, when you want to be successful, the main thing that you're going to do is that you're going to, in your mind, even if you don't write it down, still in your mind, you're setting a goal, right? It's important when somebody gets started in this business and the VMM Cashback cryptocurrency rewards program, that they actually write down a goal, because a goal is very important. The first goal that anybody has is just to get involved themselves, pay their $100 membership fee, right? Pay that $99 membership fee. And once they've paid that $99 membership fee, then their next goal is, how do I move forward? Which package do I want? And it's not really which package do I want, it's which package am I willing to sacrifice for to get to help myself in the future? And you need to write that down. You can't just think it. Goals are much more powerful when they're written down. And even if you can get a snapshot of somebody who has brought you into the business that shows what their wallet looks like, right? So you have that, and you have a visual now. You're looking at it. You know what your goal is because you wrote it down. And now you really have visualized it in such a way that it has meaning for you. You have decided that you're going to take that and make that your goal. So the people, yourself, you have to become the thing that people always talk about is becoming a product of the product. And I don't care what it is that you're doing. You know, it's even as simple as buying a car. When a person buys a car, they become a product of the product because they're driving it every day. They love their car. They tell people about their car. They show their new car off. You do all those things naturally when you own your own goal. So the number one thing that you can do to be successful in this business is to own your own goal. So let's talk about next, what are the goals for you when you're in this business? And I think this is a pretty important thing right here. And I want to share this screenshot with you real quick so that we can talk a little bit about this. And hopefully this is showing to you now. And that is the roadmap for the VMM Cashback Cryptocurrency Rewards Program. Okay, you got to take a look at this roadmap for the token, because it's incredibly important to all of us who are in here to set the proper goals so that we can take advantage of all of the things that are going to happen in this roadmap. And I can't express enough, there's two things in here that are really critical. One is this right here, being in Dubai. You need to set that as a goal for yourself, right? You need to write that down and make sure that's one of the goals for yourself. Because if that's a goal for yourself, if that's a goal for yourself, then it will become a goal for others because that you are talking about this business, because they'll see what your goal is. And then you'll see right here, this one, right? Let's see, this number 4 right here, fourth quarter, where it's listed on 2 more exchanges and on CoinMarketCap. That is critical for you to get in your head, because when that happens, and as this progresses, and I've watched this roadmap happens, you can count on it happening, because Brian's in the driver's seat here. He is pushing every day. It doesn't matter whether you're pushing or not. I promise, Brian is pushing every single day. You could sit there on your butt all day long. It ain't gonna make no difference to him. He is gonna work his butt off every single day, and I've watched it happen. He is like, for me, he is the goal that I wish to be, truly. And I say that because he is always working towards the goal of this company working for everyone. He does not, if you want to come and join him, great, come and join him. But if you don't, then you aren't going to stop. The company's going to continue to go forward. And this particular part right here, this number 4 here, is critical because that means that now there's going to be others who are going to be purchasing the VMM token off of an exchange. When that happens, remember, you have low volume and or not low volume, you have low supply and a demand that's much bigger. What's going to happen when it's on an exchange like that? Well, the price is going to come up where demand and supply meet each other. That means the price of the token is going to come up. When that happens, first of all, you want to be in a position where you have as many tokens as you can have, right? Because now the rewards of tokens is going to be less tokens because the value of them are up, and $100 worth of tokens is going to be a lot less than $100 worth of tokens today. So your goal, you need to get in your brain that your goal is to accumulate as many of these freaking tokens as you can right now. And you've got to set up a goal that allows you to do that. Another thing that's going to happen, once they start to increase, the only people, these programs, the big data programs that we have, they're going to fade away. They're going to go away. The company isn't going to need that, okay? The company will be able to have the income that it needs, and it's not going to need to have all of those big data programs. That means they're going to start to go away. However, if you're in, you'll be able to still continue with your big data program. If you're not in, then you can't do that. So there's 2 things that you've got going on here. You got the valuation of the token that's going up, and you've got a limited time, really, a very limited time offer of doing these big data programs. That should be enough motivation. Those 2 things between now and the end of the year should be enough motivation to light a fire under your butt, that you have as much dedication to making this work as Brian has to making it work. And that means your goals need to be really very specific in order for you to have the success that you're going to want to have. So I'm still talking about goals here. What should be your goal? Your goal then is for yourself, first of all right? What you want to get as packages into this program. But secondly, your other goal is to build an affiliate program, right? Remember, here's you can see this is right behind Brian, and he has this up every time because it's a brilliant way of showing the way that you make money. You make money, first of all, by being in the program. We already just talked about the tokens going up in value, and we've talked about the big data programs, right? And that they're not always going to be here. But here's the system that you need to build between now and then for you to be able to make this work for yourself and to grow the real income that's in here. And that's through an affiliate network. Now, something that's unique about this program is that the first 6 people that you bring in, and let's just go back here to this. I want to go back to the beginning, and so we can just talk about becoming a star. Oops, I clicked too many. My finger was faster than the slides. So here, I want to talk about this one. This particular one is really critical for you to understand the value of it. Now, I know everybody wants to get ranked, right? Everybody wants to show a rank so they can show that they're successful. And that is really important to do. And you can do that by what? You can do that by really personally sponsoring other entities and other positions in your first personally sponsored monthly subscriptions can be you doing it for yourself for other entities that you have. You could get $1,000 big data program and use that for all 6, right? You could do that. And that's a quick way to show that you are getting ranked. However, I want to suggest to you that you can do that in the beginning, but that's not going to build your business, okay? That's not what's going to make it grow for you. It's a good thing for a moral boost for yourself, but it is not the solution for you making money and making big money in this program. It's a way for you to make that that passive income that you really didn't do jack for, right? You put in some money, now you're making money. What you need to do now is you need to focus your goal on building people in your organization. Doesn't matter if you have your first 6 or your personally sponsored ones are ones that they're actually your positions. Whatever, that's fine. You need to go out and find another 6, okay? Another 6 that are other people that you're personally sponsoring in. How do you do that? Well, you set a goal for each day or even just for each week. You set a goal to get someone in to the opportunity presentation, the one that's on Monday, right? And the one that's on Thursday. Thursday's in the morning. That one's a little tougher sometimes because people don't like to get up. That's just a fact. People are lazy. But they will come to one in the evening. And you want to make sure you get them to that one on Monday evening. You set a goal to get at least one person, and you have to commit the most important person that you're going to have on those training calls. And I can tell you, David understands this more than anybody in the company that I've seen is David and Tan. Those 2 individuals are on every single call that we do. Every single call. And the reason they're there is because they understand the most important person that they can have in the company to be a part of this is themselves. So your first goal is you have to commit to yourself to being on these training calls. Be on the one Monday, be on the one Tuesday night, be on the one Wednesday night, be on the one Thursday morning, and be on the one that's here right now. The one that you're on right now, you've made that commitment and you're going to be here for this. And this is a half-hour call. We've got 15 minutes, we're into it, and we're going to end it in 15 minutes. So you know it's only going to be 30 minutes long. And on the other calls during the week, they are less than 30 minutes. I make it a goal to be 100% done at 30 minutes. My real goal is to try to get it done in 20 minutes. And sometimes I do get that done in 20 minutes. So you know you got to be in 20 and 30 minutes every single time during the week you're going to be on these calls. Commit yourself to be there. Because if you're there, then you're going to get the other commitment to have one person on with you on the Monday night call. And then your second goal after you've done that is to get one person, get that one person on the Thursday morning English call. Okay? That's it. You commit to just get 2 people to be on a call. That's not tough, right? You can call a friend and say, hey, listen, I want you to do a favor for me. I've got a call tonight on a product that I'm using. It's a passive income deal that I'm doing. Could you come on and just as a friend of mine, would you come on and listen to it? Yeah, I'm not asking you to do anything except just come on and listen to it and tell me what you think. I'd like your opinion. That's all you got to do. Have them come on the call with you. Set that as your number 1 goal. Just one goal. You don't have to. Well, your first goal is you. Okay, that's your first goal. That you're there. I guess we can call this goal number 2. That you bring one person with you on that call. Now, if they don't show up, that happens. That's okay. All right, that's all right. Then you go for the next call on Thursday, and your goal is to get one person on. Now, maybe they might not show up. That's okay. Because you're there every time. And then you can remind them, hey, listen, we're having this call. You know, you weren't able to get on it. I understand. life's busy, you got all kinds of stuff going on, but this is be worth it to you. I really do. And I really would like your opinion on it. Come and listen to it. I'm telling you, they'll come and they'll listen because they're your friend. Maybe it's a family member. Doesn't matter. Here's what happens when they come on. You're thinking, well, that's a waste of time. They're not even going to do anything. That's not true. You bring them on this call, and this is what you're going to see happen for you. You're going to see people that you didn't expect be interested in this business. They may not be, and that's okay. But you're going to find that many of them, when they get off the call, you're going to say, hey, they're going to text you or call you and say, hey, I didn't quite understand all that. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? Now, listen, if that happens, you have my number. I am happy to do a three-way call with you. Brian is happy. Well, Brian's busy right now, so you don't want to bug him. Please don't. He is one step ahead of you, working his butt off to get everything ready so that it can work for you. But if you have an English-speaking person, you just call me. I'm happy to be on the phone and help you convert that person, or at least be able to explain to them everything so they can make that decision. And then we just invite them to come to another call. They can come in and listen to the compensation plan on Wednesday. If they're really interested, that's the next thing I do. I'd say, hey, listen, yeah, I know you got lots of questions about this. So I'll get you on a three-way with Eric, the guy that you saw talking. He's happy to answer any of your questions. And then my invite is to invite them on a Wednesday call. Really, that's it. And to invite them on this call. And to invite them to always participate and listen to these opportunity calls, because they happen on Monday and Thursday, because that's the one that helps them to be able to get a strong, hardcore belief and understanding of what this opportunity really is about. Because it just doesn't require anything out of anybody to become a passive income earner in the VMM Cashback cryptocurrency rewards program. Now, if you want to really make the money and you want to really make this work, then you're going to move outside the passive income and you're going to move into what we have up here on the slide, and that is an affiliate position. And you want these 6 people. They can be anything you want to get started, to get you to a star, so you can say, oh, you're a star, however you want to do that. But you need to really set the goal to bring in 6 personally sponsored people that are not you, whether it's family or friends or whoever it is. You want that to be your goal, to bring in real people who can work this business and help it grow for themselves. When you do that, then you really are on your path to making the big money that's in this program. Isn't that, I mean, really, that is such a simple goal. Those 2 things are such simple goals, but most people don't make them, right? Most people, and because they don't make those goals, they do not end up moving forward. Again, those 2 goals are what? One, that you want to be on all of the calls. They're only going to be 20 to 30 minutes. You can do that each day in your business. It's not that hard. Number 2, you're going to ask somebody to come and participate with you on one of those calls. You don't have to ask 5 people, 10 people. You don't need to do any of that. Just ask one person to be with you. And the most important person that attends is you. So if you have your team right now, David, you have people, Tan, you have people, Kevin, you have people, what you want to do is to let them make the goal of being on these calls themselves. Get them on this training call and the opportunity calls, because the more people that are on those calls, the more excited people will become of bringing in more people. The bigger the group is that's on a opportunity call, the more excited a person is to bring people. So the important thing for you to do is be on it. Tell the others that you've brought into the program to be on it, and then you just invite one person. That's it. Get your team on the call and invite one person. this is what's going to cause your business to grow. Because what happens when you get on a call and there's 20 people on the call versus 6 people on the call? Do you see the growth? Do you get excited? Well, that's really happening. The difference is you don't have your team being on the call. And it's up to you. This is your business. You do it the way you want. I'm just telling you, if you want to be successful and you want your team to grow, these are the 2 things you absolutely have got to do to get into the big money that's here. And how difficult are they? This is so easy to do. Just talk to the people you brought in. Hey, let's be on the call this week. Let's be on the opportunity call. Come, participate. Let's be on it. And let's see if you can get one person. I commit. You tell your team, I commit to bringing one person to this call. Can you commit to bringing one person to the call? They may say no. That's fine. The only person you really care about that they get committed is themselves. The more they participate, the more motivated they will be to introduce to others. And you know, you think it's a natural thing that you're making money and you want to tell other people. Still, people have a shyness about themselves of sharing something that's so great and is working so well with them, for them, to other people. You want to help them to do that. The way you help them is get them on the calls. Really, because that'll get them excited. That'll get them interested. Again, you've got 2 goals. So let me ask you, can you make those goals for yourself this week? Can you make those goals? Can you commit? I'm asking you right now to yourself. You don't have to answer here, but can you commit to yourself to be on every one of the calls this week? All of them. There's 4 calls, right? Monday night, opportunity. Tuesday night, the back office and how the business works and how to work that so that you understand what's going on in your business. Number 3, compensation plan on Wednesday night. And again, back to an opportunity on Thursday morning. And then Saturday is the training call, this call that we're on right now. That's it. That's what you need to do. Now, next week, this training call will be in Vietnamese. Okay, it's not going to be in English. It's going to be in Vietnamese because we got a lot of growth happening in Vietnam and in the Vietnamese community, and we need to make sure that they have a training that works for them. And if you speak Vietnamese, chances are you're going to hear this same kind of training next week. But you need to make sure that you're on all of these calls each week, and that will help your business grow. Invite one other person to be on the Monday call and the Thursday call. That's it. You do that and your business will grow. That is what setting a very specific goal is all about. The idea of inviting somebody is what's called the very P word, prospecting. It's not that hard to invite people to something that's successful, right? You're in the program, you're already looking at your wallet, you're already seeing the increase. That's a pretty exciting thing to be able to share with somebody that you're watching your wallet grow every single day. You see that money coming into your wallet. It's easy to share that. It's easy to get with somebody, screenshot it, send it to them. Whatever they need in order for them to say, you know, this is what's happening for me. I really want you to come and listen to this. You're my good friend. However, I have found that the most effective way is to be very, if you're very excited about the program, and I know that we have people on here that are very excited about it, to share that excitement. And then when they say, well, tell me about it, just say, listen, what I'd like you to do is come to Monday night. We have a Zoom call. It lasts about 20, 30 minutes. I'd like to invite you to come and listen to that. Don't you try to sell them, okay? Don't you try to tell them all about it, because you don't want to do that. Because if you are the one giving the message, then they think they have to be the one giving the message. You don't, and people don't want to do that. They don't want to have to tell everything about this. It scares them. It's challenging for them. Don't make them into the person who has to share the message. All they need to do is to tell people the way you're going to do it, you're going to make it so that everybody that you talk to can do it, and that is invite them to a call. That's it. You're not going to make it difficult. What if they miss the call? Well, you can always send them the link of the call that's on YouTube. You can do that, and they can come on, they can listen to it at any time. However, I really highly suggest that you ask them to come to a live call. When people have a live call, they tend to be on it. If you send them just a link, they procrastinate listening to it. So if you send them a link, you want to be on the call with them, and you want to do and listen to the opportunity with them on a call right then. You're going to be on there for 20 to 30 minutes, whatever, but you want to listen to it with them. And the reason why you're saying, hey, I'll listen to it with you, is so you can answer any questions when they're done. Now, they may have a few simple questions you can answer, but if there's any, my suggestion is, if they want to have some questions, just say, hey, listen, let me get you on the line with somebody who can answer all your questions, and call me, get me on the line. Again, you're showing them that you don't have, that they don't have to be the person that answers questions. You don't want to be the answer to all of their questions, because if they see you doing that, they're going to think that they have to do that, and that will scare them. So you don't want to tell them the presentation. You want to have something else do that, because then they know they can do it. They can send somebody to a call. Then when they have questions, you don't answer those. You get somebody else on the line to answer them, because then they can see they don't have to have the answers. They have somebody else who can have the answers for them. When they see those two things, then they feel like, hey, you know what? David didn't do anything. He just sent me to some calls, and he put somebody else to answer the questions. I can do that. Kevin's, same thing. He didn't do anything. He just sent me to a call. I went on a call with him. I wanted to ask some questions. He had somebody else answer them. I can do that. Kevin's not really doing much, but I can do what he's doing. That is what you want to have as a way for people to see that they can duplicate what you're doing. Again, it just comes down to really two very simple goals, doesn't it? This is really not complicated. One, did you commit to yourself today to be on all the calls? I hope so, because that's going to be the difference between you having a business grow and not. That's why Tan's is growing. That's why David's is growing. That's why Homes grows. That's why, I mean, listen, there's nobody busier than Brian. I don't care. We can combine all of us here today, and I will tell you that none of us combined probably work as many hours, effective hours, as Brian does. He is just continually working. He's a machine. But he finds time to be on these calls, every single one of them. That means he's on 2 a day. Every day. 2 a day. So you can do this. You can do it. If a man like that is that busy, and yet he sees the importance of it, he sees and he knows that the importance of success is being on these calls for numerous reasons, but he's on them every single time. Did you commit to yourself today to be on the calls? Number 2, did you commit to yourself to inviting at least one person to be on a call this week with you on Monday night, Thursday morning? Did you make that commitment? If you've made those 2 commitments, here's what I'll promise you. You will have success, without a doubt, because you will be different than almost everyone who's in the business, who's in the VMM Cashback program right now. Because look, you are a unique person being here. Get your team and all those, and when I say your team, I'm talking about the sponsor who brought you in. They obviously speak English. They should be on these, right? And then anybody that you brought in, they're going to speak some English, if not completely. They should be on this call, because that's what's going to help you to be able to build your business. You want to have them on the calls. Well, that's 30 minutes. Told you I'd be done in 30. I hope that I have driven home the concept here today that you want to be the one who is on all of the calls and that you invite somebody. Doing those two things, I promise you, you are going to see your business start to grow massively, not just a little bit, but massively. That's what it takes to do this. Don't be the message. Be the messenger. Be the one who brings it to others, but don't try to explain it because that scares people. Be the messenger, not the message. I see we have a few more people who've come into our call here at the end of it. I want to thank all of you, and I want to thank those who have been on, who just joined us. Please make sure you make these two commitments. One, that you're going to be on all of the calls this week, and two, that you bring at least one person to an opportunity presentation this week. And if they have questions, you don't answer them, you get on a three-way, either with the person who brought you in or with me. Either way, I don't care. I want you to have success, and I'll do whatever it takes to help you have success. You need to do whatever it takes for you to have success. Because if you're committed, I'm committed to you. Thanks, guys. So here at the end of the call, I'll open it up for some quick questions. We can turn the recorder off. Let's see. Anybody have any questions? You can go ahead and unmute yourself and ask anything. And I want to say hello to everyone. Kevin, you can come on. You can take it off mute and say hello. How did you feel about the training today, Kevin? David,
all right. Thank you
Hey.
so much. Yeah, that's an awesome training. That's what I learned. You know, one, just commit to be on the call, every call, and then secondly, invite some guests to be on here. Duplication, make it simple. Don't have to be the expert. Let Glenn be the expert to do the thing. My job is to invite people and share the opportunity of a passive income. I mean, it is can be life changing, because what I learned is I come from a background of credit card service, so I know the value of doing one time but getting paid every month. And this is I look at out on the market. There's not many company can do that, except maybe credit card in my field and a little bit of insurance. Any other, you have to do it every month. You have to do, I used to work in the car business. 1 month I can sell 20 car, 30 car, but I have to start over again, zero again. Yep, that's why I get out of the car business. I get into the credit card business because I learned it is. And now with VMM Cashback offer people an opportunity to earn passive incomes, and you don't do a lot. I mean, just sending receipt or just make your money work for you. And then now I kind of realize it after I talked with you, Eric. We were here last time. Give me more confidence and trust, and then talking with Brian, and then after repeating, come talk and then share what his vision, all the stuff, and I feel like can be safe for your money, and then you can grow, and just keep plugging. Now we have endless Vietnamese, and then the community growing, even with or without me. I mean, it's gonna take off. I mean, so I kind of feel like it is something that can be a part of. Yes, and I invite everyone. Yes, yeah.
Thank you, Kevin. You just really you took what I said and you put it in a really great perspective because of your experience. You're 100% right. You want to be doing something that creates an income, a royalty kind of income that comes in every month that you just make a passive income off it. And the cool part about this is two things, right? One, that you're already making a passive income just becoming a part of the VMM Cashback Cryptocurrency Rewards Program, right? You already create your passive income every day, right? Now you can create making money off of other people just doing that same thing, making passive income. And you do that by bringing people into so that they can participate like you have and have that passive income. But that doesn't happen if you don't go out and if you're not on the calls each time, and if you're not participating by asking someone to listen to the call with you, and they can see that passive income coming in. I think it's great. Thank you so much for your perspective, Kevin. I love that. I love that. And I really enjoy my friendship with you as well. Thank you so much.
Me too. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for your time.
And David, if maybe you could unmute yourself and share just a little bit about that same idea, how you see these goals working for you, and how they worked for the individual who brought you in, and how that worked. Can you talk a little bit about that, David?
Sure. Great presentation, by the way. Yeah, when I joined in, I actually had a retirement goal. I knew what my Social Security was going to be. I knew what my pension was going to be, and I knew it wasn't enough. And I had a goal of I needed an additional $2,000 a month income. And within Hong introduced this the cashback program to me, and I didn't realize how much wasn't how well a person could do in the program. So I was able to reach not only my financial goal within the first 60 days, I had other goals like travel for my retirement that I didn't even know was possible with this program. And next thing you know, I'm at the meeting with you and everyone, and they introduced this travel package, and the opportunity was there, and I took it. And now I've reached another goal or milestone that I didn't think was possible. And I've been able to do all of that within 60 days of joining the program. And I know Brian works very hard, and he's such a generous man, I guess would be a good word for it. But I think what drives him, from what I've seen and listening to him speak, is that he actually wants to help others to succeed and have a better life for themselves. And I think that's a huge part that we all should take to heart and think about when we're, trying to get others to get on the call, is helping them to get out of their situations and have a better life.
Yeah, David, you give another new perspective to it. I love Kevin's. I love yours too, because yours is a great perspective. You have applied it and taken the passive income approach that it has changed your financial life, and it's changed it forever now, for the rest of your life.
Forever. Yep.
Yeah.
And now my goal is to invite others. That's the point I'm at, because I've seen the success. And even though I didn't plan on sharing when I originally joined, you see it happening, and you can't help but share.
Yeah, that I can tell everyone that's on here. I know David, and that is just not who he is, to go out and share things. He's the kind of guy that's he has his life, and he's wonderful to be around, great personality, but he doesn't feel a need to go out and share things. But this, I can tell, has lit a whole new fire in David, because it's worked for him, and it worked in a way that I would say, David, you never expected. You just never expected this to come along in your life. Is that accurate?
That is very accurate. Never. I mean, 90 days ago, nothing. No idea.
Yep. And now he's experiencing it, and because it has been such a massive, life-changing opportunity for him. Remember, this is in the last 90 days, right? This has just been, in really 60 days. It's changed his financial outlook, and with that, it's also changed his confidence. Can you sense that when you listen to David talk? He's sincere, he's genuine, he's authentic, but he knows that it works. And so now it's so easy for him to go out and invite that one other person. We're not talking about a whole lot of goals here, right? We're talking about two things. You do the two things, and you're going to have success in this business. two things again, everyone, is what? Number one is for you to be on all the calls. That's the number one thing. And number two is to what? Is to invite one person to be on a call this week, either Monday or Thursday, Monday night or Thursday morning. Have them be on the call. It's that simple. And I'd like one last person I'd like to invite to talk just a couple of minutes on this whole idea of these two goals. And that is Tan. He has, when I first met him, he shared with me about why this is important to him. And I really like his perspective because it's a perspective that just moves beyond, it moves beyond just about money. It's a perspective that moves to help other people internally, help them from by using this opportunity, it helps them to have the confidence and the freedom, which also lights within them a personal heart moment, right? A spiritual moment, if you will, or an emotional moment that helps them to grow. And Tan, could you just explain just a little bit about why you see these two goals are important and what that has meant for you as you're in this business?
Yes, Eric. First of all, it's a wonderful training today. You make it very simple. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and it's really helped me. Sometimes I'm busy trying to do all these presentations left and right, and sometimes I even forgot my goal. Even though I have to do that for help my team to succeed, but I also need to achieve my own personal goal at the same time, and that is to attend the meetings, the trainings, and that's very important to be successful in this business. And second thing is for me is I try to make a goal, to talk to people, try to invite 2 people to attend the opportunity meeting a week. Maybe I'm trying to, I set the goal so at least I have one attending and set the goal. Talk to 2 people, invite them to come to the opportunity and help them. So if we can do, we can serve one person a week, help one person a week. Then I think we have 4 people in a month. I think your team will be growing, and that's person does the same thing. Invite, try to talk to 2 people, and at least invite one of them to the opportunity. And I think the organization shall grow, and the team shall grow. So that is the second point you are reminding. Sometimes even for me I forget about that. So that is something that I took away from you today. The third thing that so far that it's helped me to be successful is you in this business you have to have the heart. I like David a lot because he's very genuine and he really want to help other people because he feel like this business here is really help him achieving his goals, and then he want to help other people to achieve the same goal, retirement goal, as he is as the business is helping him. So that is very important. So sharing all these real thing here that you join the organization, and then what you got from it, and this is real thing. What I call it reality business. Okay, it's not something fancy, from the moon or something like that, but it's actually you receive the compensation, you're able to cash out the compensation, you're able to invite a friend. Like for me, the first thing that I receive the compensations that I actually convert into the cash, and then first thing I did is I invite some of my friends, my family, and celebrate. Using that and celebrate. Say, hey, this is the first time I able to enjoy this and share with them. Okay, and then some of them curious. Say, hey, what are you doing? Because they feel like, hey, this is real. He actually participated in the business. He received some compensation in that business. you want to share it with us, you know, enjoy it with us first and things like that. So that helps, you know, the passion, the genuine, that really help other people. And I think this business here is really help other people. Everybody have the receipt, you know, like right now when I go to the supermarket, you know, I buy $200 worth of product from, you know, Walmart or something like that, and 20% of that $200 is like $40. So I actually say, hey, you know, the receipt in my hand is actually worth $40. You know, right now I just don't want to throw it in the trash. You know, I say, hey, I need to say this $40. Yeah, so it get into my conscious, and I realize, hey, this is not a piece of paper anymore. This is a $40 things. Yeah, so that you need to drill into the people you invite. Every single time you hold a receipt here, it worth something there. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
yeah,
change it.
yeah.
Change people habit. You know, convert into it.
I appreciate your perspective, Tan. You are you have a lot of wisdom in the way you see things and how you translate them into your heart. And I really respect that, and I really like that about your personality. You're a very genuine and authentic individual as well for who you are. Matter of fact, all three of you here today are expressing what's genuine and authentic for you in building your business. And each person has one thing common, but yet their experience, each experience is a little different and a little bit different perspective. But the commonality of this is what? Is that you want to be able to help other people. And the way you do that is you have to help yourself first, just like you said. You have to be on all of the calls. You really do. You got to be here. You need to be the one who is the leader of yourself. And just as you mentioned, the second thing is you need to invite another person to participate, to come and see what it is that you're doing, to make passive income. We're not talking about them having to go out and do much, right? I mean, they don't got to do anything to be a part of the program and make passive income. You're just inviting them to do that, and then inviting them to be on all the calls. That's just not that difficult. And after a person's on the calls, first of all, when they go on the call and they see it, then they either decide to join or not to join, and that's okay, whatever way they do. And they decide that they want to participate, because most people see it and it takes them a little bit of time before where they're at to participating. There's a few people who act right now, but they'll have to come on the calls a few times. They'll have to get on a three-way call and have somebody talk to them, make them feel, let them know that this is working, not just for you, and it's working for the individuals talking to them, working for the person who invited them. But when they come on a call, they can see that it works for many people. And that's why these calls are really important to bring people to, because they'll have a chance to see all of that. So with that today, I appreciate your participation. I'm grateful to be a part of this. I really am. I'm grateful to have each of you be my friends. I consider that the real blessing of being a part of a team like this is the friendships that you get that help you build up what you need to do to be successful in your life and successful in this business. And so I'm grateful to each of you. And I'm grateful that you've committed today to do this. And so I look forward to each of you being on the calls. And I look forward to our friendship growing stronger. And I'm excited for the net outcome, meaning that you're going to have great success for yourselves. So with that, thank you so much, all of you, for being on the call today. I appreciate you, and I look forward to working with all of you in the future. If you have my phone number, I'll give it to you real quick. If you haven't got it, it's 801-616-8272. If you need it, again, that's 801-616-8272. Happy to help you with any of your English speaking individuals. I speak zero Vietnamese. I've tried to learn when I'm there in Vietnam in the past. I've learned some, but you know what? I am horrible at it. And so English is what I do best. Thank you, guys. Have a great one. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on when? Monday night, right? That's going to be 9 p.m. in Central Time, Houston, 8 p.m. in Mountain Time, my time. So make sure you invite your friends, no matter where they're at, to participate with us on the call. Great. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Eric. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric.
very much. Thanks. Thanks for being on.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Yeah, happy Easter anh Tăng ơi. Thank you anh.
Bye.
Đúng
Thì
anh.
cái này làm một lần ăn cả năm chứ không phải cả tháng đâu nha.
Yeah, vậy thì còn even better.
Yeah, ăn cả năm á. Rồi bye, Kevin.
Yeah, cảm ơn anh. Yeah.